Yo, what up, y'all? Yo, listen, I just wanted to get on here and tap in with y'all and have an honest conversation about J. Cole, man. You know what I mean? As a person who loves this culture of hip-hop, as a person who's a big fan of the art of rap and the art of battle rap, I just wanted to have an honest conversation about the J. Cole situation and the Big Three. Now, I want to lead this with love because to let y'all know, I am a J. Cole fan. I love J. Cole. I feel like J. Cole is one of the greatest MCs to ever touch a mic. Ever. You know what I mean? I think his flow, the things he talk about, like everything about an MC, bruh, like he embodies that. But one thing that takes away from him right now is the battle style bars. I'm the best. I'm the nicest. Those competitive battle style bars, that's the only thing that's taken away from him right now, right? Now, for the past, 10, 15 years, we have looked at J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar as the top 3 MCs that kind of saved this era of hip-hop, because everybody else was doing like the mumble thing. I mean, with the exception of like Meek Mill. Meek Mill was still doing this thing, like, you know, not really mumble rap. Who else? Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa, like those dudes weren't really making mumble rap that came out in that era. But when we talk about the Big Three, the most lyrical, we talk about J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake. Right? J. Cole has always been, like he said, they put him at the bronze. He was always slightly below Kendrick and Drake. Because Drake is the one with the hits. Drake had all the hits. Kendrick Lamar, not only is he, you know, lyrically one of the best, but Kendrick Lamar makes the best albums. Kendrick Lamar got the classic albums, right? J. Cole is always like that, slightly below. J. Cole got hits. J. Cole also got great albums. You know what I mean? So, for me personally, when J. Cole started going on this campaign about he's the best, he's the greatest, I was all for it. I believe it started in 2018 when he started talking greasy like that. I was all for it. I said, yeah, Cole, get him. Claim that shit, bruh. I'm behind you. I support it. Let's go. You know what I mean? He told us for about 3-4 years, shit, longer than that, how he was the greatest, right? So when I hear lines like, I love when they argue the hardest MC. How does the line go? I love when they argue who the hardest MC. Is it K. Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? We the Big Three, like they started a league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. When I think about that line, when I think about the song, the joint he got with Benny the Butcher, I forgot what it's called, Johnny P's Caddy. When I think about him on that verse, how he bodied that verse, of course I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying. I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying. When I think about lines like that, it just makes me disappointed that he apologized, man. And I'm gonna say this, man. This situation with J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick, I was conflicted. And I'm gonna tell you why I was conflicted, yo. Because I've been there where, you know, when you feel like something is bad in your spirit, like that shit eats at you, yo. it eats at you. You feel sick, yo. Like, damn, I gotta do something about this because I don't like the way my spirit is feeling. So I was conflicted. Like, I understand when your spirit is just don't feel right. But at the same time, my competitive hip hop side, it's like, nigga, what are you talking about? What do you mean? You told us for like 3 to 5 years that you was the greatest, you was the best. We believed it. I believed it. And I was rooting for you. I was rooting for J. Cole. Take the crown, bruh. Take the crown. Take the crown. You got it. And at one point, I felt like he did have it. He had it. Kendrick went on a hiatus. You know, Drake, shout out to Drake. But you know, Drake music started to kind of tank a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as best as his previous work. Well, the one he got with 21 Savage, I like that album. That's like, I've listened to that straight through. That's a dope album. But Drake has, you know, his music has kind of, you know, been a little lackluster. You know what I mean? So J. Cole was the guy. So when he was claiming that he was the best, I believed it. I was rooting for him. Yo, you got it, bro. So apologizing to Kendrick for basically calling you out. He called J. Cole out. He dissed J. Cole first. How do you apologize to somebody who called you out? Who challenged your pen? And this is the thing. If that's his bro that J. Cole claimed, like, yo, that's my bro. Nothing wrong with being competitive with your bro. You don't have to get personal. You can be lyrical without getting personal. When he dropped 7 Minute Drill, that's the thing. He didn't talk down about his family. He didn't diss his kids. He didn't diss his wife. You know what I mean? You were just on some competitive shit. That was okay. And I'm gonna say something about that too. A 7 Minute Drill wasn't necessary. I think that was the wrong approach. J. Cole didn't have to do all of that. You know J. Cole, what his approach should have been? He should have tapped Kendrick back. Basically hit him with a one line or two to let him know, yeah, nigga, I heard you. But yo, I got it right now. You've been gone. You've been missing. I've been putting in work out here. So I hear you, K-Dot, but yo, I got it. I got it right now. All he had to do was 1 or 2 bars, basically saying that, something along those lines. And he would have been good. And then leave it alone. Let Kendrick, the ball is in Kendrick's court. Then y'all go from there. That's what I think J. Cole's approach should have been. And he would have been good. Going and apologizing, bro, I don't think that was the right move, man. As a competitor, as somebody who's been claiming to be the greatest, and when competition steps in your face, you freeze up and apologize. How do we take you seriously now? How do we take those words seriously? He just dropped a new song, Clouds, which is a dope record. This man's a great writer, man. He makes great music, man. Super dope, man. But talking greasy, I just don't believe it anymore. I just don't believe it. You can't tell me you the greatest and you killing rappers. You just can't talk like that no more. I mean, express yourself, say what you want, do what you want as an artist. Me as a fan, me as an audience member, it's just hard for me to believe. It's hard to believe that now. You know what I mean? You know, I think his focus is like, he focuses on people pleasing a little too much, I feel. You know what I mean? Like, people pleasing. Hold on. You want to take the wrong exit. I feel like he focuses on people pleasing so much to the point where it affects him. it affects the music. You know what I mean? And I think what happened too, I think when he dropped that 7-minute drill, I think that the backlash was like, yo, it ain't hard enough. He don't sound believable. It sounded like he didn't even really want to diss Kendrick. I think that's what made him go back and I guess downplay it or apologize for it. Nigga, at that point, bro, you should have just stood on it. You should have just stood on it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you want the crown. You claimed the crown. You called yourself Muhammad Ali. You were the greatest. You were the best. Stand on it, bro, at that point. But, yo, man, how do y'all feel, man? You know, how do y'all feel about J. Cole, man? How do y'all feel? Like I said, you know, I'm an MC myself, and I'm still a fan of this shit. And I'm a fan of J. Cole. I think he's one of the greatest. I do feel like he's one of the greatest. That's why I was rooting for him in this. Because, yes, it's been Kendrick and it's been Drake. I'm like, yo, it's Cole's turn. I really felt like it was his turn. And it's like he dropped the ball, man. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like with J. Cole, man, it feels like, I'm gonna use a basketball analogy because I feel like if he ever come across this video, he'll see it. And you basketball fans, y'all can relate to this. It's like the dude who by himself shooting threes, he hitting them, making them, boom, just hitting threes. Like, yo, you see this jumper, like, cash. Like, what? But soon as you get defense, or somebody step up on you, you freeze up. You scared to shoot it. You scared to shoot the ball, or when you do shoot, you shoot a brick. You know what I mean? Like, you can't freeze up when defense is on you. You know what I mean? Or you a shadow boxer. Like, you good at shadow boxing. You good at hitting the bag, but as soon as a person step in front of you that can punch too, you don't want to fight. Come on, man. Come on, baby. Like, niggas believe in you out here, bro. Niggas do think that you one of the best. I do feel like he had the crown. Straight up. I don't know, man. Like I said, I just wanted to get on here and talk about it, you know what I mean? Because I'm passionate about this. I love this. And Cole, that's my man. You know? It's just, he dropped the ball, yo. But much love to all my hip-hop heads. Everybody tapped in. You know, I got to give it, I do all this. I'm going to still give a shout out to J. Cole once again. He is the greatest, or one of the greatest. You know what I mean? But, you know, we gotta, I don't know, he gotta do something. He gotta show us that he can compete. I'm gonna say this too, one more thing before I get out of here. As a basketball fan, as a Michael Jordan fan, this tripped me out. Did y'all know that Michael Jordan and Patrick Ewing, Jordan said Patrick Ewing is one of his best friends? Bruh, you would have never known that by the way they play on the fucking court. You would have thought they hated each other. You would have thought they hated each other. Jordan said that's one of my best friends. Wow. Which goes to show you can have a good friend and compete against your good friend. You can compete. If y'all both involved in the same sport or the same art that's competitive, you can compete. You know what I mean? So that's it, man. I'm going to get up out of here, man. But, yo, subscribe to the page. You know what I mean? Check out the music. I'm going on tour next month, so make sure you get your tickets. We in March, April to May. My second headlining tour, the Hendrix Experience Tour. Get your tickets in the description, man. Peace and love, y'all.
Yo, one thing about life, man, no matter what, it just keeps going, man. So you gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep running. You got people that love you and depend on you, so you gotta keep pushing and running for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, yep. I've been running, I've been running.